stuff that striped bass with a little bit of jumbo lump crab meat. And I'm also gonna put some shrimp in this dish. And the rest of the ingredients are yellow bell pepper, some celery, lemon for lemon juice, onions, and then my spices and seasonings. I have a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauce, some sea salt, some black pepper, some adobo all-purpose seasoning, some lemon pepper, some Old Bay seasoning, some garlic. I got another green onion there. Then I got some tomato sauce, tomato paste, and fresh tomatoes. So let me get to putting this product together, and we'll see how it turns out in the end. Stay tuned. Doing a little bit of processing of this these vegetables. I'm gonna start with my celery. I've already rinsed them off. I'm gonna cut them a few times, make them smaller. Don't necessarily like big chunks of celery. So cut my celery down. All right. This sauce is going to be more than I necessarily need, but I can also use this sauce tomorrow night just over some plain rice. So, but tonight I'm stuck and putting this Creole sauce over top of it. All right, that's what we're going to do with that. Just to make sure I got enough vegetables. Cut up the amount that I want. I know a lot of people say that you need to follow a recipe. Well, I have the recipe in my head, so that's the one I'll be following. Okay, so I'm taking my celery and onions and put both of them in the same bowl. Onions in a different bowl. So the way I'm doing those is just slicing them first and then dicing them. Here to do the bell peppers. I only really need one because I just want some color. And the easiest way, ladies and gentlemen, to cut a bell pepper is to cut it on 4 sides. Okay? And if you don't want to waste any, then you just cut around the good stuff that you do want. You always take this bitter piece out. Always. That simple, just don't cut yourself. Okay? Just like that. And you would dice it the same way that you did everything else. Watching all fingers. We don't want no blood in your dish. Fresh is always best. Okay? Now, some things you might have to use dried, but they will work. Same product, just dried. Dried means add water, right? And it'll rehydrate it. My green onion. Rinse it off. Throw that on. That vegetable stock is what I got going over there. Then I'm going to turn this around, and I am going to save a couple of these shoots for garnish. Okay, find me some pretty piece of this here. Use it for garnish. Yep. That's my garnish for my dish. And then I can chop the rest. Okay. I'm gonna put that in a small bowl here. Okay. Save that. Say fresh is best, eh? All right, I'll take it and I'll just squeeze the juice out of it. Try to give me like a tablespoon of juice or a little more. Fresh is best, baby. I want me a little bit of zest for this dish, so I got my zester. It's not a lot now, just a little bit of zest. About that much zest. This is my garnish. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting it and rolling it. You see how that popped up there? It'll spread out like so. And I'll do that again. Trying not to cut off any of my prior cuts. Okay. Just like that. That's my garnish. Bam. Then we're gonna dice us probably about 4 of these tomatoes, just so we'll have some fresh tomatoes to go in it. Plus I already have tomato sauce and I have tomato paste, so just a few diced tomatoes we're gonna put in there. Fresh is best. They will cook down. So. Now I'm working with that filet of sea on Tuesday. Okay, I froze it. I had to freeze it for a day till I was able to get back to it. And since this is for me and the wife, well, I'm just gonna fix her a nice surprise for when she gets home. so that she can eat. So let me work this, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Now see, that's enough for 2 servings right there. So what I have to do is cut that in half. Like that, that makes 2 servings. Okay? Then I can cut this again. Put that over to the side. Clean that off. Alright? We'll cut that in half. And then we'll make a pocket. Okay. So now we got a pocket here. And pocket there. So we're putting our our crab meat inside those pockets. Okay? Yeah, that pocket have thick enough to put your finger between. I believe I can make this work. Yeah, made it work. Because you're not putting a whole lot of crab meat in there, you're just putting enough to make the fill the pocket. Okay, so I might as well just have this out. A little bit of extra virgin olive oil in the bottom of my Pyrex dish here. And I'm gonna season my, I'm gonna oil my sea bass. And put some lemon pepper. And I'm gonna let that sit for a minute before I stuff it. Let's hit it with a dose of lemon pepper. Dose of a little bit of Old Bay and lemon pepper. Okay, and a little bit of adobo seasoning here. Okay. Peeling the shrimp, and I'm going to put the shrimp in a little bit of water and create me a stock and use that in my Creole sauce. So now it's just peeling another shrimp. Nothing exciting about that. So I'm almost finished with the shrimp now. And I'll take the shrimp skins, or shrimp shell anyway, and boil them down so I can use them for broth. Yep, a bit of seafood broth. And there's the last one. I'll take that, put them in here with this. And turn that back on. Now, put that I'm just gonna cut these up just a little bit smaller. Come up just a little bit smaller pieces so it'll pull out the sauce real good. Doesn't matter what size shrimp you use. It all depends on you, but I'll also have to adjust your cooking times for bigger shrimp. Like big type shrimp, you don't necessarily need that. 16, 21s or 15, 10s. Big enough. Right, and we'll just take that and put it right back in the bowl. Just like that, just like that. Keep that under some cold water. Just like that, rinse it off. Cold water again. And we got those crawfish tails, and that's what's gonna be in the sauce also. So, give me a minute, we get it all put together. Peace! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing I did was I took 4 tablespoons of the crab meat and I mixed it in little season. These 4 basic seasons, little pepper, Old Bay, pinch of salt, lemon pepper, and adobo. And I stuffed it on the inside of the sea bass. Okay? So, I thought I videoed that, but it didn't turn out like that. So, therefore I had to give y'all a fast forwarded motion. Stuffed sea bass with crab meat. Okay, and we're gonna put a Creole sauce with that. So, we'll holler at you in a minute. That's my vegetable and shrimp stock right there. And I got my black cast iron skillet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna saute all of my vegetables first, and I'll add my protein later. Let me turn the oven on. About 250. Yep, 250. Because the sauce is already gonna be hot when the time it hits the fish and the... Now the hottest part of this pan is gonna be the center, because the heat is focused on the center of the pan. So you definitely have to watch your fish. Okay? So, there's my fish. Scoop it in here, like so. Just to seal it in some of the juices here. The striped bass. You can also stuff catfish the same way. But since I have the striped bass, that's my protein of choice. Okay? So I'm just going to brown it a little bit on both sides, 2 to 3 minutes here, 2 to 3 minutes there, and I'm going to pop it into a 250-degree oven in the same pan that it came out of. Just to kind of seal it a little bit here. Not blackening, but slightly seasoned. We flipped it over after 2 minutes. Let's get a little bit of caramelization around that. Okay, so we flip it over. We're going to give it 2 minutes, and then we're going to put it back into the pyro stick. Pop that lemon zest. Throw these onions in here. Throw these peppers in there. Throw a few of these green onions in there. Right? Use it over the top of it in the oven. Slow cooking, baby, slow cooking. Let that get up to 250. We'll let that cook down till the onions are transparent and the celery is soft. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add my minced garlic, a tablespoon and a half. Get that going in with that. Let that cook in. Let's see if you can smell what I'm cooking. Add some original Creole Cajun seasoning. Right in on top of that. Not a lot. I would have put some of that slap your mama in there, but that's a little bit too high. So no slap your mama this time around. We went ahead and added our tomatoes in there. We'll add our crawfish in there. So we went ahead and added our stock. Okay. Then I'm going to add my 1 can of tomato sauce and 1 can of tomato paste. First we'll add in our tomato sauce. Then we'll add in our tomato paste. Now we've added our tomato paste, and that should thicken it up as it starts to cook a little bit more. And that turned her red, didn't it? Let's turn her down a little bit so she can simmer. Now let's season it to taste. Let's let that tomato paste cook down a little bit. But other than that, that's all I'm going to taste is tomato. That is good. Okay. So, y'all seen me put that together. And it took longer for me to put the ingredients together than it did for me to even cook the actual meal. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it around that fish. It's in the oven. I'm back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this sauce and cover the bottom of my pan like so with it. On both ends, some right down the middle.